Welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom. I think today we're going to target getting the Hell Creek exhibit, Hell Creek slash Argentinosaurus, I guess, exhibit together. First, I want to get a few donation boxes slapped in here, I think. Um, we'll just slap in, like, yeah, just some random spots here by the Dialo Tower. And then maybe we should put in a couple more small kiosks or something. Although maybe we should just plan for large ones by the bigger exhibit in the back we're going to put in and like worry about it then. So let's start in that direction. So if we take the modern path, could just go back here and like a straight line. He's still reaching for the heavens. It's fine. I don't really want to just like put everything as a square. So maybe we should try to do some curves here for this lagoon kind of thing going on. Maybe we do like this. How many Jurassic Park novels are there? So here's the thing, right? There's the original novel and the original novel sequel. So Jurassic Park and the Lost World. Those are the two novels in novel continuity. But there's also spin-off books in the movie franchise, like The Evolution of Claire, which is like a Jurassic World prequel. So I can't answer your question exactly because it depends on kind of what continuity or what you mean by books. But 2 is the novel continuity by Crichton. Then there's I think there's 2 Maisie Lockwood novels. There's Evolution of Claire. I think Jurassic Park 3 has 3 like young adult novels, like the Eric Kirby Surviving Sorna novels. There's Dead Islands, which is an unofficial knockoff book that I bought from Amazon, which is not very good. So, you know, there's a few answers to that question. Let's do not curved. Why is that weird? I don't know why the right angle now doesn't like align with the end of the path there. It's kind of strange. I think this is too far forward, actually, as well, for what I want to do here, probably. Let's do this. The only ones I've read and own are the original 2 Crichton novels, and then Dead Islands, which is the knockoff. The printed, sold on Amazon fan fiction, which I do not recommend. Yeah, so Lost World is the direct sequel to Jurassic Park in that universe. It has less in common with the movie The Lost World than the Jurassic Park novel has in common with the Jurassic Park movie. So I highly recommend reading the novel. I like the novel. Most people don't like it as much as the original novel, but I feel like... So my hot take is that I think the Lost World novel is tighter than Jurassic Park, because the original Jurassic Park novel kind of has a few plot holes in it. Meganura, the breeding Dilophosaurs, the whole like the raptors escaping the island subplot is like really big thrust in like the back half of the novel. And then at the end of the book, they make it back and they bring it up and they're like, oh yeah, the sailors caught and killed him. And like the whole thing has like the resolution is just sudden and like just ends, which has always been like really weird to me, really bothers me. Kind of maybe a strange thing to be bothered by, but still. Whereas I feel like the Lost World is a little tighter on like the plot side. It doesn't have as many like weird hanging things and plot holes. I really I also just really like the discovering, like, the Lost Island vibe of the Lost World novel. I think that's fun. So I enjoy that. It's a good counterpart to the first novel too, because the first novel, you know, is all about, you know, control and like all the ethical implications of bringing back these dinosaurs. And then in the Lost World, you kind of get to see the other side of the coin of like, okay, but what happens if they're left alone? That's not good either. So there's like no like winning kind of, you know, the genie's out of the bottle and bad things will happen. How am I? Is that what HRY means? I'm an old man. I talk in old man speak. I don't know what you kids and your crazy acronyms mean. I'm assuming HRY is how are you, but that should be HAY because R is not the letter R. All right, so let's get some towers going here. So currently, right, if this is the front of the exhibit, this tower doesn't see shit. So I'm thinking we're gonna put a tower in like back here by the water. And then maybe we put like towers off on the side too. Maybe that's what we can do. So let's do, how do I want to do this? Let's flatten to this level that everything is kind of at. Going out to here. We'll just make it big and flat. Out towards the water. I guess that's flat. I guess we have to just believe that because hard to get the kind of feedback on how flat things are that you get from JWE in this game. Sure, it's probably flat. Whatever. All right, then I want to go to this. I have to retype view. You're really angry. That is the first thing you've typed that I've understood. Are you angry because I don't understand? You're what are you like what are they, Zoomers, Gen Z? I don't know. I don't know what any of these categories are. Okay, why is that like that? Oh, because the grid is yes. Right. So I can't grid any of this, I guess. If I want the grid to be aligned like this, I have to do it manually. At least the rotation's much finer than it is in GW2. It's because I know what the NHL is. It's the National Hockey League or whatever. Right? So if I put this here, is that gonna like be in the trees? Yes, I don't like it being in the trees. Okay, so we do put it in, but we go through and we delete the trees very carefully afterwards so that they're not clipped into the building. Right? Sure. So I'm going to put this here in the woods on the beach like this. And then if we do this and we go to edit, we should be able to just kill individual trees. Nice. You want a Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I can't get this one, though, that's underneath the building. Eh. What if I literally go under the building? Can I get it then? No. Awkward. Yeah, I can't click that guy. Why can I not? Oh, is it? Because I have that things? Wait, now I can't click anything. Oh, I have to hit escape. Excuse me? Wait, what? Huh? Why can't I not? Oh, this is a different group. I see. But I still can't get this shit. Okay, I can get that one. What part is this one part of? It's part of this group. Ugh. This shit, if anything is tedious, it's this. All I would like is the option to have a thing remove the veg when it's placed. Okay, I think we're good. The extra veg underneath is fine. I don't care about that so much. I just don't want shit clipping through the tower. That's what bugs me. Okay, great. So we got that. Okay, so I'm thinking we do... Let's grab some path. Now, if I just start like this... Wait, why does that grid correctly? I don't get it. All right, so yeah, let's do a little loop-de-loop thing, another loop-de-loop thing, and then this can go like here maybe. Maybe we do like this, and then we do like this. Like this. What is this? What is this shit? What are you doing to me? What? What? Huh? Why won't it? Why won't it? What? Okay, that works. Okay, oh, fuck. I don't know why I had to do it that way, but it worked. Use the foliage removal tool. Is that a separate from the delete thing? Where is that? All biome plants. Tree removal. That? Okay. Fair enough. I guess that looks right. I was thinking this looks slightly offset, but... Okay, I think we're fine. Okay. So, let's do curve. Can I... So my thought process here is, can I make this just loop back around and connect it with this? Not exactly. Maybe we just want to delete and do that part last. It really, really does not like a circle, huh? Why is it... Yeah, it just won't link. Shift to toggle through snapping. Oh, to like temporarily ignore snapping. Okay, that might... Yeah, that's probably what the best thing to do here is just visually align this last bit. That'll work. Okay, I'm okay with that. But then I want this to just curve over to it like that. Okay. We got a nice little like offset ring thing going on here, which I think is fun. This is kind of gross zooming out where the terrain like level changes, I guess, but that's fine. What do you call a rat with a pie? I don't know, man. What do you call a rat with a pie? A pirate? A pirate? Is that the answer? Is it a pirate? Haha, I figured it out. Right before you said it. You might want to workshop that one a little bit. It's a little too obvious. You could do like, what do you call a rodent with a baked treat? Right? And then it's not obviously pie and rat. That's how I figured it out so quickly. How do I want to do the pen now? Do I want these to be aligned with each other, like at a 90-degree angle? Or do I want them to be kind of almost arbitrarily placed around the circle to give it a more, like, naturalistic vibe? I think I kind of like that idea. Let's do it like this. Wait, this has removed foliage. Foliage. Why does that not actually delete the tree when I place it? Is that just not in the game yet, maybe? Multiple park issues. Probably this shit, right? Though I'm not sure why. We could put this one like further along this way because it's more on this other corner. Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make sure it's not like too high in the air. That looks good to me. Okay. Let's test out this brush. So if I do this and I reduce the size and I just... Do I need... Okay, yeah, up in the density. Makes sense. Okay, yeah, we can just delete a little spot around these without going too hard on everything else. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is definitely more efficient. Thanks for the tip. All right, what you mad about? Inaccessible to guest, viewing binoculars, needs refill, blood pumpkin. Is it actually inaccessible to guest? Wait, this one's not. Are these like too far from the path or too like far up? That is... Okay, this one I can believe is not accessible because it is floating slightly. Okay, that one cleared up. So yeah, I guess this one might also be, yep, floating slightly. Really hard to notice until you actually like zoom in. Okay, that one's good too now. That's essentially where it was before. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, okay, so that's kind of the start of that exhibit. I don't know how much of that we were paused for and how much we weren't. It looks like we were mostly paused because they haven't really done too much here digging. All right, presumably... Okay. If the plan is for this to be like Hell Creek animals plus Argentinosaurus, we should probably just check what Argentinosaurus's requirement is. What is a dinosaur's favorite reindeer? Comet. That would be not their favorite. That would be their least favorite. Extreme 6 meter. Okay, so yeah, we do need the new fenced here. So I guess we need 4. So we'll get that going. So I'm not going to put in any fences in then until we get that. Maybe we could even put like a little exhibit in the middle here, maybe? I don't know. My vision is to like try and build this to not be just like straight lines, which has been working out okay. I really wish this would stop, but... Maybe if we smooth this, that'll help a little bit. It only helps while we're holding the tool down. And the moment we stop, it goes back. Okay, fair enough, I guess. How's the Dilos doing? Oh, there they all go. All right, one issue needs refilled blood pumpkin. Why has this still not been done? I feel like this should have been done. I could hire another keeper now. It's probably fine. Let's hire a good one. Hey, Chaos Man, welcome back. Both from the hospital and to the stream, I guess. Good to have you. Ooh, we could get this like 3-star guy, John Green. I don't know what the star rating actually does for us, but I guess we'll grab the higher tier guy. Why not? Yeah, so this is just never going to fix itself until we like maybe reload, or maybe just it'll never maybe fix itself ever. That's fine. Who made sure the dinosaurs obeyed the law? Adult parasaur. This was our male. Okay. Camera mode to orbit around your spot, which might help when taking screenshots. Okay. Is that when you're specifically... in the camera or just in general? Toggle the camera mode to orbit. Well, anyway, fences are done. Plant feeder still needs a refill. That's new though. This was, no, he's just hanging. I like the quills on the styrac. I really do like that aesthetic. That's great. Very cool. One of my favorite styracs in Paleo Media for sure. All right, so we're gonna do with big fence because we're gonna put Argent in this lagoon. Oh, you can rotate the middle mouse button. Is that a toggle thing? Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. Yeah, okay. Cool. All right, good to know. I definitely was having some clumsiness trying to get thumbnails the way I wanted them. So we need the extreme tier fence. I'm not sure. Let's turn off the filter. Modern metal. Do we need a different... I just type extreme? No. Oops. So yeah, this won't tell me the strength on any of these until we have them like researched. Medium, low, medium, 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 low, high, high. So yeah, there is like, what did we even unlock from doing that last tier of fence research? Unclear. Maybe the, maybe the wall, like, is high tier or something? What's the height for Argent? 6 meters. 4 meter. Okay, well, there's also just like not any 6 meter fence that we have. But modern is 6 meter, so let's do modern. We'll just check that. That's fine. Okay, well, I guess we'll be waiting for that then. Let's check our expedition situation. Hell Creek. We're almost done with Prorsus. We can start breeding a batch and just have them like ready to go eventually. Well, you can actually see all the little ants. I guess at least there's a shadow. Is there supposed to be an actual ant, or is the shadow just to represent the ant? Because those are definitely just shadows of ants moving across the thing. Which I guess is enough, you know. You wouldn't notice unless you looked real close. He's had his fill. It's enough ants for today. Okay, getting pretty backlogged here, but I really do want to focus on building up this part, so we're just going to ignore that. Ooh, Dilo reach adolescence.
With its magnificent double crest and
the crests are coming in.
Its jaw,
the feathers are gone now too.
Recognizable predators to ever live. I'll never understand the guests
Very cool.
who think it isn't cool enough as it is. Fancy frills and baubles would only take away from such a beautiful but deadly creature.
Calling out JP. God damn. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff of the ontogeny system that I never would have expected they'd go so far. To have like the crests to start growing in and stuff is like incredible. Oh, I saw the drink request. There's the drink. Triceratops. That's a little bit better. I also missed the answer to your thing there. That's a little bit better joke. All right, expedition. Prorsus is ready to go. It's the only thing we have ready to go. Modern theme is still 2 minutes out, but let's just start grabbing some eggs. We have 69k. Back here. Prorsus, I think. Let's look at the big one. Yeah, I like Horridus more than Prorsus. Quite a bit more, but these aren't bad by any means. But I think Horridus is the one that had my heart. Let's look at the social. So I don't know how it works with multiple species genus, you know? If we have Prorsus and Horridus, they form one social group or two. I mean, the social group doesn't really matter anyway, right? But still. 3 females, 1 to 3 males. So let's do babies, of course. We'll do, actually, hold on. Aesthetically, I think I like this gray a little bit more than the red. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that. I could see the Plateosaurus reaching for heaven from everywhere. Like, you could see the thin little line stretching all the way up, even from over here. Yep, crowds are getting bad again. We definitely need to fix this, but no rush. Okay, are we good on modern? We did it. Probably there was a pop-up, I just didn't notice it. So that's just high 4 meter. Okay, extreme 6 meter. There we go. So I guess this modern metal is like maybe the only option. Well, that is an intense fence. Um, How do I want to start this? Okay, that will like either goes that far or goes that far, like nowhere else in between. So maybe the trick is we try this. It's still snapping. Weird. Yeah, why is that one? Yeah, I put it to 45 on purpose originally, but maybe we'll just turn it off because for whatever reason it won't stop snapping here. Okay, now if we try this, that's pretty good. I can dig that. Okay, then I want to go to this one. Kind of do the same thing, I think. You know what? Does a pretty good job of kind of making up the curve there as it goes. Like, if you want to curve like that in JWE2, you gotta work hard for it. You gotta lay out a big interior grid to get it to align itself, and then Prehistoric Kingdom just does it. I really appreciate that. I think I've been doing the game a great disservice building so grid-like. I got JWE2 brain. Okay, so I think I want to keep this strip up here available more for shops and stuff. Maybe let's do this. Let's put in some shops because I want to see how big the large jungle ones are. Yeah, tropical souvenir, kiosk, large. Okay, so it's got the walkway kind of in front. Does that make me want to put it on the path like this? Kind of makes me want to put it on the path like that. Let's get it aligned first. Actually, it's pretty good. So let's do, yeah, let's put it like right here. Okay. So that gives us like that much room on the back end. Oh, what are the domes? Just a fun little decoration, I guess. Tropical food kiosk large. So this one doesn't have the same thing with the double walkways. So if I just put it here like this, okay, maybe a little too high. I think it's just as high as I placed it before. I guess I'm probably gonna have to put the concrete around it under the ground if I want the stairs to look like they kind of are at the level I expect them to be, I guess. It's fine. V when you select a prefab. Okay. Do I want to move this? Maybe. Maybe just a little bit more. I'm trying to be picky because I want this part of the park to actually look not like shit. So, V. Advanced mode. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. I think the thing that's throwing me too a little bit is what's the outline versus what is actually under the ground. Oops, I hit the top of my screen there. Because, yeah, that's like ground level. I think I'm also just like the fact that, yeah, like the little like slats underneath the bamboo kind of mark the end of the stairs. So it actually kind of looks like there's another step that's supposed to be there that's not when you're looking at like the outline. Okay, that's pretty good. Assuming everybody can reach it. Looks like we're good. We don't have any icons flagging it there. Yeah, a lot of the advanced building options of this game I'm honestly probably never going to like get good with or used to. At least not in the short term. Modern big fence. But as they add more to the game, like I'll play it more often, and then the more I play it, the more some of this stuff will stick, you know? So if they keep developing at this pace, this is going to be something I come back to more often, I think. So I'm not sure I want to like continue this like directly off here. Maybe I do bring it closer to this and then move it. So maybe we do maybe we do something like this. Kind of curve it until it's like straight with this. And then we turn off the curve, and then we can just kind of align it with like the back of the building here. Like that, maybe. Okay. So then we'll continue it out there somewhere in that general direction. Then over here, I think here I want it to follow the curve more, maybe. Wait, I changed fence. Wait, which was the one I was using? Why am I blind? This one. Yeah, for me, like, I'm more interested in the management side of the game, of games like this, than I am in, like, the perfect creative side. But it's nice to be able to do both when I want to, without having to, like, always do both, right? So the fact that you can do, like, some really creative shit in this game with, like, prefabs, or with like building your own prefabs or your own structures, or you can just use the prefabs, like, that really appeals to me. Whoops. There we go. Because then I can be lazy or creative depending on how things are going. That looks like a pretty good curve to me. I like it. Actually, is it kind of... It feels like it is guiding me a little bit with, like, maybe the curve of the rest of the fence of the path, which is nice. I'm thinking this. Then I'm thinking... Let's try, maybe we just go like this. Okay, that's definitely snapping there to, like, be perfectly aligned with the path, I think. Which I appreciate. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, now the next question is, how much of this, like, pre-built lake do I want actually inside this exhibit? Because, it's pretty big. Like, I could section it off. Like, if I just, like, extend the arc here and then, like, this, maybe? I don't know. Oh, this was... I did put the wall in here. I did mess this one up. Let's fix that. This should be you. Replace mode. Okay. Yeah, let's, Ooh, all my money's gone. Yeah. Okay, but we got it mostly done. Good start. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build, like, kind of a horseshoe here for now. I think we just expand like this, loop it through the water, loop it back over to this side. This is at least our starter exhibit. And then as we add more animals, we can expand it if we decide we need to. Or not if we decide we don't need to or don't want to. I guess we can look at getting a gate in here too with the little bit of money I do have. 6, 4, 2, 1. Okay. Let's put it here. Dilos are doing well. Negative balance, but it's fine. It sorted itself out. I don't know why the chart suddenly has so much vertical height to it. Because now we can barely see what's going on month to month here. But, sure. Maybe it's triggered by star rating or something. Could be. What are we doing in Hell Creek? Still only process. Hardly any Horridus, which is honestly the main reason I'm here. Oh well. Well, maybe we let the game run for a little bit and build up some money. So we used a different fence to get this finished. So we've got, like, a low tier fence around the outside and the high tier expensive fence in the interior that we eventually want to use. The fence is pretty much almost entirely submerged out here, giving me Jurassic World Mosasaur Lagoon vibes a little bit. Exactly Mosasaur Lagoon vibes. Yep. So let's get the trike eggs going, I guess, or get them in here. This button, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, process, ready to go. We'll just drop them right here in the front, kinda. All right. Release a Triceratops and challenge mode achievement
one
done.
of the most recognizable and largest dinosaurs of its kind.
Somehow we've never used these
Several
in challenge
fossilized
mode.
Triceratops have been given nicknames like Lane, Hatcher, or Homer. Personally, I prefer names starting with T.
All right, very interesting, Nigel. So we want even more forest. Fine. So there is a max water, but it seems fine. I don't know. I'm assuming this is functioning based just on enclosure size total. And that's like all of this is working that way. So we need more trees because so much of the exhibit is the water proportionally. That's what I'm guessing is going on here. I think I'm going to fill this corner up with trees more than anywhere else because I like the beachfront that we already have going on here. So we'll make a more of a forest over this way. Which is maybe not going to be anywhere near enough on account of how slowly this bar is filling. I mean, it's a pretty big pen. We're getting there. It's okay. Okay, I could just expand the pen out too if I don't want to add too many more trees here. So I think I'll do that. So we'll have to figure out which side we want to do that on, I guess. This is not an immediate concern. Let's get the food and stuff in here. So, compatible items. So they don't have any enrichment. We don't have to worry about that. I guess we'll just slap the feeder down right here. Ah. Okay. Pretty close to good. Immediately they all go into the ocean. Oh. Well. There they go. Adult Dilo looking great. Very, very nice. Love it. I really do like that that style of head crust on a Dilo, that paleo accurate version from a few years back. Really lovely. I think it's fun that they gave you like kind of all the different eras of like how the crests were restored paleontologically. You got like the one with a little thumb at the back. Then this is like what, more smooth? Yeah, this is like the smooth version of the jagged one. It's a nice smooth arch versus the rough one from this guy. But this one is still my favorite. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's do... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Because the water is what the problem is, really, let's do this. Let's just go... Oops, that's not connected. We'll take the 4-meter fence, and we'll just add in more of this. And it's going to look like shit, but it's a temporary solution, and I'm okay with it being a temporary solution. So I'm literally just gonna... Honestly, maybe I'd actually do something like this. Just so I'm not adding a ton more water. Oh, that, like, bows out there. You know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't look at it. And then we don't have to... It's temporary. All temporary. Where did my trikes go, though? Don't drown, little guys. Jesus. Okay, they still show a lot of remaining need for forest. Okay, I'm feeling like it's proximity based.
Having lived alongside
At least
predators
partially?
like the T-Rex, those giant horns start to make a lot more sense. Now, let's or not mix the two together.
No, it did move. Maybe not. Oh, if they just swim right over the fence? I mean, we're gonna find out. They're milling about now. Okay, I feel like the whole lagoon inside the enclosure might be too much. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna steal these guys. We're gonna put them over here. Get out of the water, kids. Everybody out of the pool. We're gonna push the fence closer to the shoreline. Because I just don't want them to spend their whole lives swimming. So we're gonna do... Let's just do kind of what we did on the other part. We grab the 4 meter. We have 77k. And I'm just gonna kind of arbitrarily run it like this. And we'll find a more permanent solution when we have a more permanent perimeter fence. For now, this will work. They still need forest overall. You guys were just in the pool, now you all need a drink?
Just
Seriously?
think, this species was completely eradicated in a mass extinction that killed 3/4 of the species on Earth. And 66 million years later,
Alright,
it has the chance to walk the Earth once again.
We can grab some
We're
Ankies.
witnessing something truly remarkable.
So the Anki... Social thing... Social behavior. Herd leader either. A male one, female one? Species forms mating pairs? Oh, that's sick. That's really cool. I like that. That's fun. Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen these guys because they were added after the last time we played. I like how the osteoderms, like, increase size. That's great. And the tail club kind of grows in. Very cool. So maybe we do... How much are these? 4K? Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 pairs? Seems good. I'm gonna pause the video so that we get time for these guys to hatch without making this one too long. Well, it took a little bit of work, but it's there. So we've got just an absolute thick forest here for these guys. But I think the big thing is just there's so much beach. That's kind of what was doing it. I mean, I don't hate it, like the dense jungle vibe. I can deal with that. No cashier. I'm sure that's... not going to continue to be a problem. I'm sure it's somebody on break, right? Because they keep coming with cashiers. You would assume it'd be fine. Apparently we have 124k while I was doing all this. Didn't even notice. All right, 6 Ankies. I would like to release them next to the Trikes for a photo opportunity, but I don't know where the Trikes went. So I think we got to go back to the menu and find them that way. Oh, there's one. I could just release him here with him. Oh god, they're tiny. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, this guy's grown up a little bit while I've been mucking about with everything else. Okay, let's stage it, right? We put like one here. And then we got like one more over here. If we put, I guess we can like chuck them in and like let them move around a little bit too. So they're not all like statically in the same pose. So yeah, he's got like a little tiny tail club. Like it doesn't properly grow in until later. Okay, they're moving a little bit, not much. They kind of like still really stood there. And the trike is busy heading off on his own. Perhaps we still get a good photo opportunity here, maybe. Just gotta find the right look. What if we go from this side? I think this is the best shot we get. I like the green Anki anyways. That's a pretty good one. And the trees behind it give it a nice natural vibe, nothing from the park in view. I think that's great. All right, I think we'll wrap this episode up here. I think interestingly enough, you know, most of these PK runs we've done have been like 5 or 6 episodes. And we're only 3 stars here. I think we're kind of like potentially on the threshold of pushing pretty fast, but definitely feels like it'll be not 5 episodes. So yeah, before we end up in the video, actually, let's dispatch our boys back to Hell Creek. So we got 4 teams now. Okay, I'm just gonna chuck 3 of them in here, maybe. I wonder if it's better to increase funding level or to add more teams. Oh, it takes a moment for him to return, so maybe I shouldn't have. Ah, yeah, then the funding updates. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just do base funding level 3 teams, I guess. Keep 1 for research if we decide we need to. Oh, and I guess I have to check the Ankies and see if they're actually happy. That kind of matters too, huh?
And none of them more so than the mighty Ankylosaurus. Paleontologists have made a persuasive argument that ankylosaurs, like Ankylosaurus, use their tail clubs to fight each other, not just their predators. We'd better keep an eye on their paddock to make sure they don't pick any fights.
I like how they look like they're just the fastest little shits right now. It's very funny to me. You want more water? Are you insane? Crazy, dude. You actually want more water? I cannot believe you would do this. Alright, listen. It's all placeholder fence. We can just do that. And kill that. And kill this. And this. If I can click on it. Okay. Anki check, trike check, and then we can end the episode. Looks to me like they're probably all happy. Not quite. But yeah, nothing's changed for the worse on the trikes. So we can definitely just apparently add water willy-nilly, which is... I mean, kind of part of what we want to do eventually anyway. If we put the whole lake in. I'm just confused. It just feels absurd to me that... I mean, I get it. It's like a proportionality thing, right? But, I don't know. Maybe if I would have started small and expanded out, this would have been better. I've been just kind of chasing the dragon of, like, a meter that's already skewed, like, insanely far in one direction, right? No, whatever. It's good now. These little Ankies, like, trundling through the jungle here is a great vibe. Oh, there's all my Triceratopses, too. Literally the whole group in the back there. I love that they're, like, herding together there. That's great. That's, like, a good look. The Ankies are following. They're probably all heading, like, towards the feeders or something, I would guess. Would make sense.
Although the unarmoured belly of Ankylosaurus may seem like a weak point, its body is wide and low to the ground, making it very difficult to flip over should any large theropods...
Yeah, and the other Ankies are up here leading the way. They're literally, every animal is walking in the same direction right now. Kind of almost in a weird, like, split group. I suppose because the Ankies are, they like pair off. Maybe that's why there's just like two back here. Oh, they're moving with a little more haste. You don't want the Ankies to get there first. They're just in a row. That's great. Get off the ground. There we go. This is also kind of incredible. Just the vibe of the Anki train with the trike in the background. Anyway, this video's that's enough staring at lovely baby dinos. We gotta wrap this up.